What's going on, people? How you doing? It's 4:25 p.m. and this is your boy Stephen Paul Plummer, aka Stephen Paul. So I want to talk about the fall away of men right now. It's the fall away of men right now because I'm mad at myself, but I'm mad at the nation too because we're not really seeing what's going on right now. Um, I had to really think about this before I was gonna do my YouTube because I understand that everybody's out of jobs right now. People got pretty much laid off or whatever because I got laid off. Well, not laid off, but um, everybody doesn't have any hours right now to give out, and it was some employees that were panicking. They're wondering how they're gonna take care of their babies. They're wondering how they're gonna take care of their wives, girlfriends, or whatever. Um, People, we're living, like I said, we're living in the last days in this time right now. We can't be putting our faith, you know, in one man and the government and FEMA that's gonna help us with bags of rice. We're making these people our gods, people, and we can't do that. We can't do that. We can't put our faith and trust in one man. Is God angry? Yeah, he is because, like I said, I said this in my Facebook. You know, he's angry at this nation right now. He's very mad at this nation because we're not turning to him. We're not coming to him. And it's so very important that we have to understand that we are just the lost sheep right now. We're the lost sheep, you know, and we're looking at these people like the bad shepherds. They're the shepherds. I mean, look what's really behind the scenes. Look what's really going on, people. It's not cool. I mean, yeah, Donald Trump signed the $2 trillion, but what is that going to do for us? All we got to do is just owe that back, and then what? The economy can just crash at any moment. I said this from my last previous, YouTube, that the stock market was going to look kind of good, but then down kind of good, and then all of a sudden it just goes down. We're not putting our faith in God, people. He's coming back real soon. We have an enemy out there that wants to steal, kill, and to destroy the people of this world. And not only that, the people of this nation. God has his hands upon this nation. He's protecting this nation, but we're messing it up. Because why? We're putting our faith and the trust in the government. I'm gonna tell you like this. I even had a dream, and it really disturbed me. And I was just like, damn. The crime rate went up because of what this is going on. I mean, you look out your windows, it's gonna be crime. The way things are going on right now. And yes, God is allowing this to happen. The enemy doesn't care. There's a real enemy out there because we're so, our minds are so clouded right now. Half of us is probably drunk, high, whatever. We're trying to get off this mess. People is dying all around the world. I knew somebody that tried to call me, and they text me. They said, my grandmother passed away a couple of days ago. I was like, well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't ask what did this person have. Did they die of natural causes, any diseases? I didn't even ask. Now, in my mind, I could have been like, why are you telling me this? But now is not the time to, point fingers and say, hey, you did this, and I'm not really worried about you no more. No, it's time to us to build up as a nation. You know, we need to have a national prayer to build up this world because, yeah, Donald Trump is going to help us with this $1,500 and or $1,200 or whatever, and you know, kids are going to get $500. Poor things, even though they don't know what's going on, but and he expects that churches to be packed on Easter Sunday. But what he doesn't realize, we are the church. We as the body, we are the church. That's just a building that needs to be just paid bills. But mostly churches starts in the homes. It starts in the community. We need to have the community to get together. We need this National Prayer Day to get on our knees and thank God and pray and say, you know, God, are you going to protect us? Yeah, he's going to protect. He knows how to provide. But the government is not our source. But we make the government our gods. That's what we do. Because we're so glued to this pandemic. We're so glued to this propaganda. You know, we're like lost sheep, you know, like I look at the United States, it's like Disneyland, you know. You know, we're running around here in this big theme park, trying to find all the rides, get all the foods, buy all the clothes, get all the finer things in life, the good things in life, but what are we doing as a family? You know, me, it's just me. I don't have a wife, I don't have, you know, no kids or nothing like that, but people all around the world that have, you know, wives and kids, you know, men that's supposed to be leaders, but men looking up to presidents, they looking up to mayors, they looking up to governors, and they looking up to the government for answers. But if God placed man upon this earth to be dominion, have dominion over the birds of the air, the fish of the sea, the beasts of the fields, and every creepy thing that crawl upon the face of the earth, we should go to the source. We should go to him and ask God for help, not putting our faith in some man that's gonna like provide. No, it's not supposed to be that way, because the stock market will crash. It will crash. You know, you think, you know, the bailout plan from 2008 was something. That ain't nothing compared to what's going to happen. You know, it's a birth pain. It's like a woman going into labor. This is only just the beginning of what's going to happen. And as a nation, we need to stand together, not fighting, not saying all kind of manner of evil things or trying to use people. Hey, help people. You know, it's like I went to Kroger's and there was no toilet paper, no hand sanitizers, no Lysol, no bleach, no nothing. It was like cans of, you know, beans and corn, and you know, everything was just gone, you know. I mean, it was just not there, you know. But instead of us, like, you know, fighting over it, we need to help each other. Like, hey, you need a little extra can of beans, or you need a little extra can of Lysol, you need a little, you know, extra things of this or what's going on here. Let's be a nation to help one another, not divide and conquer. You know, I mean, yeah, once the president of the United States of America gives us this money, yeah, we're going to praise him. We're going to give thanks to this guy. But I guarantee you, such a time as this, the economy will boom for a little bit. Yeah, it'll be good for a while. But it's going to crash. It's going to crash. But right now, you're seeing the effects of what's going on. You're seeing it all. I mean, the crime rate is going to go around. There was all, you know, it was a crime rate that happened, my cousin told me that some lady got shot 15 times. I was like, damn. But watch what's going to happen around the United States. People are panicking, people. And it's time for us to get on our knees and just pray. Seriously, ask God to come in. We can't just worry about what this government's going to do. He gave us a brain. He gave us a mind to think. Hey, go out there, get your food, get your house in order, you know, stock up, because he said that there will be times, there will be parables in the land. There will be diseases in the land. There'll be hunger, starvation, there'll be famine, diseases. It'll be all this that's going on. But we're not thinking. Because we're like sheep. You ever heard of the boy cried wolf? That's what we're in right now. The first time he cried wolf, the second time he cried wolf, they came, and the third time they cried wolf, he was gone. It was like, oh, it really did happen. Yeah. We're living in that time. This is like, United States is like Egypt, and the president is like King Ramses. It's like we're looking at this man, and God's saying, hey, look at me. I can be your provider. There's some things God allows and there's some things God doesn't allow, but he's allowing this to happen to wake our eyes up, to wake us up. We're so stupid. We're the lost sheep and they're the bad shepherd. The stock market will crash, I guarantee you. I guarantee you. Because we're already living in the cashless society, as it already is. The electronic money. What is electronic money, people say? Your credit cards. Pretty soon they're going to do away with that. They're already not even worried about cash, because cash is like 50 cents. Pretty much. It's 50% down low. The economy is dropping. What are you going to do as a nation? Are you going to learn from your grandfather and the grandfathers before and the grandfathers before that, Hey, they taught us how to garden, plant stuff, provide. Even when they didn't have electricity, they found a way to make light. I remember my grandfather told me this. He was a World War II veteran, and I was 5 years old. He said, son, one day you're going to have to grow your crops. You're going to have to grow all this. I'm looking at him like, can I just eat? But I didn't understand at the age of 5 years old. I didn't know. I was just like, I just want to eat. Can I eat? Yeah. Food? He's like, oh, go get your food. But one day you're going to have to learn about this. We're going to all have to learn about this. We all have to just do this, people. It's crazy, Because, especially even Christians. It's sad to even say even people in the church are scared about this. And they was taught that this stuff was going to happen. And they're so busy panicking, hiding in their closets and don't know what to do. No. It takes a leader. It takes someone to stand up and say, hey, let's have a national prayer day. Because this is a fall away of man. This is a fall away of mankind right now. People are not turning to God. They're just turning to the government. There's like, this is my only source. No, this ain't your only source. Wake up, people. Wake up. This is a sovereign nation. This is a nation that is going down. And it's up to us, people like me, people out there that know what's going on, that see the truth. But people that are sleeping, tell them the truth, whether they don't want to hear it or not. I'm Stephen Paul, and I'm signing out.